I am here at Mount Bruce. What? Hello and welcome back to my channel. If you don't know who I am, my name is Katie and welcome to Katie Does Travel. I am a solo traveler in my 30s, here to show that solo backpacking can still be meaningful and fun no matter your age. If that sounds like something you would enjoy watching, oh my god, there's flies. If that sounds like something you would enjoy watching, please subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps me out. You can also follow me on my social media and channels to follow my travels in real time. I'm sorry, I am so distracted. There's a lot of flies in the car. They will be out in a moment. But anyway, I am on my way to Karijini National Park. It is about an 8-hour drive. I had to take the long way around, but it's an 8-hour drive from Exmouth all the way to my campground at the Eco Retreat. I just pulled off at a little parking area on the side of the road, but I still have many more hours to go. It is about 11:30. It is about 11:30, and I left at around 9, a little bit before 9:30. So anyway, I'm gonna hit the road, but I just wanted to start this vlog. Today is just a bunch of driving, so I'm not really sure how much I'm gonna have, but the next few days should be fun. I'm really excited. I just am a little overwhelmed just by the sheer amount of stuff I have to do. But anyway, welcome. I'm so excited to have you follow along, and let's get to this national park, hopefully before the sun goes completely down. Good morning. It is Friday. I am here at Mount Bruce. What? I'm here at Mount Bruce to do a hike. There are a couple different options. There's the Mount Bruce hike, which is like the big one, which is 9 kilometers return. Not 100% sure. I'm going to try to do that entire one, but there's parts of it where I'm a little bit nervous being alone. If I should do it. So we will see, but there is a shorter one that's like 4.6 miles. But yeah, I am really excited to be here. I had a little bit of an eventful day after I got to the campsite yesterday. I couldn't find my car keys, and I won't lie, I panicked because I'm not technically supposed to be here with this car, and there's no way I could call them, get a replacement key. But luckily, they were on top of my car. I never put keys on top of my car, so I have no idea how they were there, but anyway, I did find them. But yes, today's a new day. I am all packed up, ready to go. I just need to put on some sunscreen and just try to fix my bug net real quick, because the flies here are terrible. But yeah, I'm really excited to take you along. I'm going to switch to my GoPro. But yeah, welcome, and I'm really excited for this hike, and we'll see how it goes. There are some other people here in the parking lot, so hopefully it's not too busy, but hopefully there's also people nearby, so I feel comfortable enough to do the full hike. But anyway, my arm's getting tired. I feel like the camera's going lower, so we're gonna head out, and it's gonna be a beautiful day. So Mount Bruce, located within Karijini National Park, like I mentioned a little bit later, is actually the second highest point in Western Australia at 1,234 meters high. So when you get to the trailhead, you can walk to this overview of, I want to say it's called Merdu Mine. It's an iron ore mining site, and you can also see not only the mine, but you can also see the train that takes the iron ore to other places in Australia. So it is pretty cool to see. The hike itself is 9 kilometers round trip. They say it takes about 2 to 4 hours. I did it in a little over 3.5, including some photo opportunities, but it is definitely a very, very, very nice hike, and I highly recommend it. Not sure if you can hear me, but I think that's where we're going. I think that is Mount Bruce. So Mount Bruce is the second highest point in Western Australia, which is pretty cool. But it is gorgeous out here. Like I cannot stop taking photos of like the same thing and video of the same thing. I'm not sure if you can see it, but down there, that's the mine. I wonder if I can get a better view of the top here, but yeah, so I think we're going somewhere over there. Don't take my word for it, but I'm pretty sure. Okay, I'm not even sure if you can hear me. I would say the hike isn't terribly difficult except for 2 areas. So the first is this area that's really kind of rocky and you're kind of exposed to the side. You basically have to climb a lot of rocks. It's not impossible. Believe me, there was actually a huge group of people. I would say probably the average age was somewhere in their 70s, and they did it and they rocked it. You can definitely do it. Just have to be a little bit careful with your footing, but otherwise the trail isn't too difficult. It is a little bit steep going up to the final summit, but really otherwise it's pretty flat or pretty steady uphill, but highly recommend it. I loved it. This was probably one of my favorite parts of my entire trip in Australia. So I'm walking to another, it's my first gorge, but it's here at the Eco Lodge, which is actually the campsite I'm staying at. I'm just way over that way, but I figured since I'm walking, kind of can show you a little bit of the campground. So the Eco Lodge is they have the unpowered campground, which is what I'm at, and then they also have various, you can kind of see them, various tents / lodge areas, I guess. Some, I think there's one that's has a ton of power and a fridge and everything, and the other one's a little bit more basic but sells beds and everything. And then you have the campgrounds. I'll show my camp loop later, but this is just kind of an overview. I'm not going to do a ton, a whole drive through or anything, but just kind of a little peek. It's really cool here. There's also the Dales campground, which is not too far away, but and it's unpowered and it's pretty cheap. But the reason why I picked the Eco Lodge is honestly just so I have access to a shower, because this red sand gets everywhere. So I knew I was going to want to shower. And if you stay at Dales, you can go to the visitor center and shower, but it's only during certain times of the day, and you would have to drive pretty far, and I just didn't want to be bothered with that. So just for a little bit more, I decided just to stay here instead. But pro tip, the prices online for the campsites are for 2 people, but if it's just yourself like me, you can call them and they'll actually give you a reduced rate. So I want to say it was $30 a night here. I have to check that, but and that's in Australian dollars. So it wasn't too bad, honestly, to have a toilet and a shower and also a barbecue area where you could cook. So anyway, now I'm going to this gorge. I can't remember the name of it at the moment. I'll pop it on the screen, but anyway, I'm gonna go check that out. Not sure if I'm gonna do a full hike because I'm pretty tired from Mount Bruce, but we will see. Real quick, I forgot to mention, and I'm mentioning this now just in case I forget later, but the campsites are all within the national park, so you have to buy the campsite, whether you stay here or at Dales, and then also the price for the national park. So I got the 1 month pass. I think it was $70, but it is $17 a day for the national parks. So honestly, if you're gonna go to 4 or so, you spend 4 more days in the parks, just get get a parks pass because it's gonna save you money. And if you are only gonna be if you only need 2 weeks, then it's $50. I was just gonna be here just a couple more days longer than 2 weeks, so I had to get the month. But anyway, okay, that's it for now. I don't know why I'm so out of breath, but these flies are killer. Oh, look at the view. Ain't that pretty? It's probably prettier in person than what's shown on camera, but anyway, okay, I am trying to figure this out, so I'll probably need to actually put you down so I can figure this out, but yep, it's called Joffre, I think. Joffre, so I'm gonna go that way first to the view, and then there's the waterfall down that way. Here is the map of the gorge. So, yeah. So like I mentioned, Joffre Gorge is located within the eco retreat. So if you stay at the eco retreat, you can definitely walk to it. It's kind of in the back of the campgrounds. But Karijini is actually known for all of its various gorges. I'm going to say that this is definitely really pretty, but because I was so tired from Mount Bruce, I didn't spend a ton of time here. I think I spent about 45 minutes or so, but it is a 1.5 kilometer round trip if you want to do the gorge. You can walk through the gorges if you don't mind getting wet. Personally, I was just tired and really just wanted to get back to my campground, but as you can see, there are some people who do walk through the gorges, and it did look really refreshing. I just was not in the mood. Then that evening, I actually went on a stargazing tour. So I saw this being advertised when I checked in. They had a few different various activities you could do. You could book at the eco retreat. So I did this stargazing tour, and I want to say it was about 2 hours long. USD wise, I paid $39.50. I'm not sure what that converts to now in Australian dollars, but that's what I paid in US dollars at the time. It was really nice because you get to go look through a telescope at various star formations. Our guide was incredible, and we also got to take some photos. So I definitely recommend it if it's not a full moon to check out this stargazing tour within the eco retreat. You don't have to be staying at the eco retreat, although it really does help, but you don't have to stay there to do it. But I highly recommend it. Definitely a highlight of my trip for sure. Good morning. It is Saturday. I'm here still in Karijini National Park. I have one more full day and I leave tomorrow. But because my neighbors have left and I'm alone, and now it's been over a week since I've lived in here, I wanted to do a quick camper situation tour. I apologize for all the flies. They are so bad here. Just in general. Honestly, it's just been awful. But so if there are flies in the shot, I do apologize. It's just kind of part of life right now. But yeah, hopefully this can help you out if you decide to do something similar. Yeah, I mean, I elected to go with an SUV over a camper van, and honestly, it's been so far a good decision just because of getting better gas mileage. I'm saving a lot of money. I think I saved over 1,500 Australian dollars, and it honestly, just for one person, it's been good. It's plenty of space. So anyway, let's take you in. I will chat through everything. I'm going to kind of try to do this as quickly as possible just because of the flies, but I still hope that it can help you out and give you some tips and tricks and some insight into doing some car camping here in Australia. Okay, so this is the vehicle. It's a 2022 Honda CR-V. I named her Isabella, or Izzy for short. I rented from Avis. I'll put the price down here just so you kind of know. Definitely isn't a cheap thing, but like I said, I did save at least $1,500 compared to a camper van, even with me having to buy stuff for this. So anyway, the only thing with a rental car is that you don't know exactly what you're going to get. I knew I was going to get an intermediate SUV, but I didn't know what that meant. But yeah, I've been happy with the Honda CR-V. I drive a Honda at home, so it was kind of easy for some of the menu stuff to understand how it works. So now we're going to go into the front, the driver's side, and get started. Okay, apologies if there's some focus issues. I had a weird setting on my video. But anyway, so you go in here, like I said, you have the wipes, and then this is just to keep some red dust out. my day pack is in the front seat. I have the sunshade up here just to help keep out some sun, but then also to give me some privacy. And then here I just have a bunch of like papers and such, some sunscreen, just miscellaneous things. This is my little mascot for the trip. It's a quokka from Rottnest named Ralphie. And then in the front seat, I keep like clothes for like the next day and such there. And then I have my cooler with some water. And I don't think I need to go into that. And then there, I just have some shopping bags. So that's the front here. Not too much to it. Let's go. I'm gonna open up the back. So this is the main living space. This is the back. I have all the seats folded down, obviously. Starting here, this is an air mattress. It's just a single air mattress. And I got a sheet set, and then I have 2 pillows. And this is my comforter. I just kind of stuff it here in the corner. This here, it's like this, it's this piece. I don't know if you can see it with the sun's light. It's this piece, but it's over here. So I had some bubble wrap from something I bought, and I just wrapped it around there so I don't bang my knee into it in the middle of the night. And then I have my flashlight or my torch there. Down here, I also have like a light fan thing, but it doesn't work very well, so I don't recommend it. And then in here, so these are all of my shades and my window shades that I put up on all the windows at night. And then you'll also see that I have some screens here. Typically, I take those down if I'm driving long distances, but I'm keeping them up now just because I'm not driving that far here in the national park. But I can cram one of these papers there too. And these are honestly just made out of craft paper. You can see the roll right there. And then I just tape it up with some masking tape. And this works pretty well. Obviously, if I was really living in this, I would make something more permanent. But for a few weeks, for 3 weeks, this has definitely worked well. And then over here, I have just my pump for my air mattress and just some miscellaneous random crap down there. This is my food box / storage box. I think it's like a 30-liter box. But I keep my vitamins and then some food and like my pot, my cutting boards, my knife, etc. I keep it in this box. And it's actually worked out really nicely. Except for when the latches broke, but other than that, it has worked really well. So I definitely recommend doing something like that. And during the day, that will just stay there. I think that's just clothing. So yeah, let me go to the side here so you can get a better view. So this is the driver's side. So this is all my stuff. So I have my toiletries bag here. And then this is like also my bathroom bag. It has, I put my clothes in it, my towel in it, etc. This is my normal Osprey bag with all my clothing and whatnot in there. This is my dirty clothes. And then this is my electronics bag. And then I also, I'm not doing a very good job showing that, but that's my electronics bag. And then I also have my crossbody bag somewhere in there. I usually just hide these during the day, just kind of stuff it in there. Normally I would also have my camping chair in there as well, but I actually have it out right now because I'm trying to dry my swimsuit. So it's out of the car, but normally it goes in here. And then, I'm not sure, there we go. So this piece, you can't really see it. I'd have to put it up, but it connects into the back here, and then it can actually, has a flap that folds over to hide stuff in the trunk, but it was just in the way. So it fit down here, focus. It fits down here, so it just stays down here for now. And then in this back pocket here, I just have the craft paper, tape. I have my running stuff, like my spy belt and all that. I have a few notebooks. But yeah, just kind of quick access stuff if needed. And then down here, I have my crossbody bag just because I'm not using it right now. And then I just have some rope. I really haven't used it. An extra pillowcase. Garbage bags, paper towels, just kind of like stuff I don't need very often, but I have it down there. So that's kind of it for there. It's actually worked out pretty nicely. Let me get everything back in there, and then I'll show you the other side, and we'll wrap up. Something else I forgot to show. This is all like my injury stuff. So my massage gun, my lacrosse ball to roll up my feet, some TheraBands, my compression socks, my toe spacers. So that all just lives in there. So then we will whip around to the passenger side, which would also be the driver's side in other countries. So here I just have my earplugs, my sleep mask, some hand sanitizer, and usually I put my keys here as well at night because I lock myself in. This is just my shower shoes, my flip-flops. This is just an extra bag. Honestly, I've just been keeping my electronics cords and then some extra Lysol wipes in there. And then down here, it's a little messy. I keep my shoes. So I'm not wearing these right now just because of the red dust, but these are my everyday walking shoes. So I just kind of keep them here. And then I also have my Hoka Aura slides. I haven't really been wearing them right now just because I'm outside. I typically try to keep those indoor shoes. And then these are just the inserts that go into my running shoes. But right now I have my Superfeet inserts in them just because I am walking around a lot. So yeah, but I'm wearing those right now. But yeah, you can kind of get a better view. Oh no, I gotta clean this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to really clean this out. Oh boy. Oh no. Okay. Well, anyway, that is that. And I think, up here, if you can see it, this is just where my towel dries during the day. But that is pretty much the setup. And I'll flip you around. So yeah, that's pretty much the setup. It's worked well for me. Everything I bought, I want to say I spent about, in US dollars, like a little over 100, like 120 US dollars on everything, which still saves me a significant amount of money compared to if I rented a van. Most of the places I've been staying have camp kitchens, so I can just cook there. Don't have to worry about a camp stove. But yeah, definitely Kmart came in clutch. I was able to get everything I needed. And yeah, the air mattress, I wasn't sure if it was going to be comfortable, but so far it's worked out pretty well. So, and I have a bad back. So anyway, let me know if you have any questions. You can drop them down in the comments, and I will be happy to answer them. But that's my setup. That's Izzy. And yeah, that's what I've been living in the past week, and I still have another 2 weeks. So anyway, let's get to some fun things for today. This concludes the SUV camper tour, and I will catch you all later. I can't believe I forgot this, and I'm recording this on my phone because I don't feel like bringing out my camera. But for light at night, I have these string lights here. I can't believe I forgot to mention this, but yeah, I have these string lights here, and you can't really see it during the day, but I will pop a video in at night. But they definitely give a nice little glow, which is really cool. And it makes it kind of a little bit more homey, and it's just the battery operated pack here. So I switch out the batteries. I've realized that they last about a week, so that's been good. But anyway, now that's the end of the car tour. Something I forgot to mention about Karijini National Park is that a lot of the roads are now sealed, or they're pretty much on very packed dirt. It used to be that every road was unsealed, so that's a main reason, honestly, why I couldn't, or I wasn't supposed to take the rental car there. But in the past few years, they've really made an effort to seal a lot of the roads, so just kind of know that. But anyway, going to Deals Gorge. So Deals Gorge is actually located on the other side of the national park compared to where the eco retreat is. So it was a bit of a drive. But Deals Gorge, you can actually experience 3 of the major highlights in the national park. You can see Fortescue Falls, I believe that's how you say it. You can also see the fern pool, or you can see the circular pool. So You can actually do the rim walk all the way around. You can look down into the gorge, but I suggest actually walking down. It's kind of a steep set of steps, but you can go down into the gorge and actually see it, and walk around in there and hike in there. So definitely do recommend that. Now, I will mention, even though it was May, it was still super, super, super hot. Not quite as hot as when I was in Kalbarri, but definitely still on the warm side. So make sure you bring a ton of water when you do these hikes, especially if you're going in like December, January, February, when it's very hot in the summer. So anyway, but yeah, I really did enjoy walking around here. It was definitely a lot less mileage of a hike that day. I think I did about 3 miles or so. So I think I was out there for a few hours, but definitely recommend it if you are in the park. You have to go to both here and also Mount Bruce. Gorge walk. You have to kind of walk along this wall here. I'm just kind of going until I can't go anymore, but it brought me down here, which is really, really cool. I would go swimming, but it's a bit cold, but very cool. I think I'm gonna take this as my cue to turn around, because you have like this here. I don't know if I can shimmy through that. And my watch literally just went off for a mile, or not just a mile, but for 3 miles total. So I didn't want to go as far today. So I think I'm gonna turn around and go back the way I came, go back to my car. And then I wanted to stop at the visitor center, which I know is kind of weird to stop at the visitor center at the end, but I just wanted to see what there was there, if they had any more information about the park and everything. So I was gonna go there because it's close to here, and then I was gonna head back to my campsite and get ready for tomorrow, because tomorrow's gonna be a very long day. I think I'm gonna put it in with this vlog, but it's not gonna be a ton because I'm gonna be driving a lot of the day. But anyway, let's go back and end our hike. I'm also running out of memory on this card, so yeah. So once I was done at the gorge, I ended up walking back to my car and then heading over to the visitor center, where I got a little bit more information about the national park. Definitely recommend taking about an hour here just to learn a little bit more about the people who inhabited here, who currently are still the custodial keepers, and just, yeah, it's just really interesting. But that's gonna wrap up this video. I finished just with a little bit of a walkthrough of the campground I was at the eco retreat, just so if you want to take a look. But that's gonna wrap up this vlog. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you did enjoy it. Karijini definitely was the highlight, or one of the major highlights of my trip, so I'm so excited I was finally able to share it with you. But if you did enjoy this video, please give it a thumbs up and be sure to subscribe to my channel so you don't miss any videos that are coming down the pipeline. Also, be sure to follow me on my social media channels on the screen to follow my travels in real time. But like always, I will catch you all later, and remember to wander far and wander often.